Hello, my little lovebirds. I am so happy to be back in the hot seat. Haven't been in the studio for about 3 weeks, and there's been a lot of simmering, a lot of full circle moments, and plenty of growing. And I mean, does it ever stop? Just a few nights, I realized on the eve of that glowing, spectacular Leo full moon that I finally believe that I'm an artist. And it was only 8 months ago where I allowed myself to admit I'm an artist. You can actually listen to that episode where I divulge that whole train of thought, those artist insecurities on Nicole BZ's podcast. And yeah, 8 months later, here we are, and I'm finally believing it, no doubt, because of that creative energy that's in the air every time Aquarius season comes around. I just feel completely invigorated. It's my birthday soon. I'm going to be 37. And while I'm so excited for what happens after I believe I'm the artist, I'm also creating space for how sad it is that it's taken me 36 years to reclaim to reclaim that thing that is pummeled out of you when you're a child. I have this distinct memory when I was about 8, 9 years old, so my daughter's age right now, wanting so badly to go to this alternative art school. Problem is, I grew up in a really poor household, a very dysfunctional household. My father was financially abusive, and she took me to the open day, the open house. I was very bullied as a kid, very bullied in high school as well, but it wasn't just because it was an art school. It's because I wanted to be around people that didn't see me as a freak. And when my dad pulled a rug out from underneath my feet and he said no, I couldn't attend, I truly can see how I have swallowed that artist inside alive. Like since that day at 9 years old, and pretending it doesn't exist, or believing that artist version of me wasn't good enough, and that's why they weren't able to create this opportunity for themselves. And it certainly aided in everything I was ambitious about later on, pursuing my career in social media, content creation, which slowly but surely I've really amounted to this really beautiful, to be honest, and humbly career over the last 20 years, where I was like dipping my toes in this idea of what it is to be an artist. For a person who quantum leaps, that's a hell of a long time to learn that lesson and integrate it, but alas, that's life. And so here I am in front of you today, knowing that I believe I'm an artist because I trust my capability. I trust my capacity. And that really is the theme for me right now. I've been throwing myself at learning Adobe Illustrator, relearning Photoshop, because previously I was a photographer and a videographer, so I'm learning it from this other perspective, manipulating, creating. I also have started applying myself to mixed media techniques, which I'm beyond excited about. So using analog and digital to kind of make the smorgasbord effect of animated lunacy, totally my style. Just writing and even something as simple as appreciating the chicken shit writing style that I have, the mess of my pen stroke, really just taking small moments to reclaim an appreciation for my artistry in areas of my life that previously people have told me are too messy to be of value, too unstructured to be paid for, too disorganized to be outrageously fucking remarkable. And I can see where I have shrunk or smalled myself or belittled what it is I do. And I really want you to use this as an opportunity to call back some of your artistry. Look at it as this energetic ancestry, if you like, all the ways that the people before you were crafters and makers and bakers, and all the ways that they like to toy around with trinkets, or were told not to do that thing because that's what a child does. No one who has come before you has been alive in an era where artistry was so accessible, where artistry was actually valued, where people are being paid to create things. And I really feel that there's a deliberateness that's available now. There is possibility in the air, and more people are realizing they're artists, more people are creating more art, more people are defining what art is to them. And I would hate for you to miss that train. It is a beautiful feeling. And even if it's taken you 40, 50, 60 years to come to that realization, it is never too late to reclaim your art. And it would be incredibly tragic to die having disregarded that you are the artist. Better late than never.